Hi everyone! Yesterday I posted a video example of a training session with my little 9-week-old puppy. He just turned 9 weeks yesterday, and I thought it would be interesting to see the continuation of the training session yesterday today. I actually haven't done any training with him, like in a training session, since yesterday. All I've been doing is reinforcing him for being calm around the house like this, and reinforcing appropriate behavior around my other dogs. So I have practiced that game, taking turns, taking treats, which I also posted recently with him, where I was practicing giving him a treat and my other dogs a treat. So with most puppies, you don't really need to immediately work on a stay with distractions, but because I like training my other dogs with treats, and he's got to watch the other dogs getting trained, and sometimes it's pretty exciting, I'm going to start working on teaching him to relax on his bed while there are distractions happening. So that's what I'm adding to. Yesterday I worked on teaching him to go to his bed for treats and lay down. So basically I'm just going to start to add some distractions to that. So now that he's on his bed, laying down, and actually I might do it again, teach him to go to the bed and lay down so you can see the process. Good job. Free. There you go. So before I was putting a treat down and marking him for going to eat it, and then luring him with the treat in my hand, and then with no treat in my hand, and then he's looking for where the treat's coming from. Free. And then the next step was seeing if he might offer going to the bed. And he just about offered it yesterday, but you can see I'm helping him out with a few visual cues in my hand because I want to work on a different step. So if I was going to work on just the concept of offering going to the bed, I would spend a little bit more time on that. But right now I'm going to work on some distractions. So it's going to be me, and I'm holding the food that he wants. So I'm going to move around and mark him for staying on the bed. So I'm just going to practice stepping away from the bed and then coming back and putting the treat down slowly between his paws. So the slower that I move my hand and bring it to him, the more likely he's going to stay down. Good job. And we worked on the settle, and that's why he's doing really well with just staying down like that. And he might think to get up. If he were to get up, I could just lure him back into the position. See, he got up right there. I could just lure him back to the bed, wait till he lays down again, and then just make it a little bit easier for him. Good boy. So I'm just practicing walking around the bed. So when I go behind him, I'm going to drop a couple treats because most dogs will want to turn around to see where you went. Good. Good job. And now I'm going to release him free because I'm going to change the camera angle again. Since he did so well with that, I actually am going to work on the concept of teaching him to offer going to his bed to lay down. So now he's just offering sitting. So I might put a treat down there so that he's up and about, and then stand closer to the bed so that he might think to go onto the bed. And then I'm just going to feed him on the bed, down on the ground, and hopefully that will help him think to lay down like that. Good job. And now I'm going to release him free. Now when I teach offering going onto the bed, I also like to give multiple treats and not just have the dog get straight up again to offer, because what can happen is that you get a dog that goes to the bed and then jumps right off so they can go to the bed again to get their treat. Good job. So I'm not clicking the moment he goes to the bed anymore, because what I want to do is eventually not click every time that he hits the bed, because they can start to, it can start to become a fixed picture where you can't increase criteria. So if I keep clicking him going to the bed, it's going to be really hard not to click when he goes to the bed, because he'll be like, hey, where's my click? I always get the click when I hit the bed. So I'm saying good job and just dropping a treat. So I am reinforcing the behavior, but I'm getting rid of the clicker very quickly and changing the picture a little bit so that it's not really fixed. So you can change the picture, and that makes it easier to add criteria. So I might send him to the bed from different areas. Free. Send him to the bed for different durations. So here I'm going to just wait till he lays down. Good, before clicking. Good job. Free. And that's really going to help because as you'll see, he's going to go to the bed probably. Oh, he's not. When he does go to the bed and lay down, he's not going to get confused if I don't click right away. So I could continue talking to you for a little bit and then give him a treat like that. Awesome. And he's not just going to think, oh no, I didn't get my click. I did something wrong. So that's why I like to do that. That was a little bit of a long explanation. Sorry about that. So now we're going to do something fun. Are you ready? Free. So we're going to do a little bit of leg weaving to practice our luring skills now. And I worked a little bit long on the bed. I wasn't planning to do that, but I just thought it would be fun to show him offering for the first time. Good. Good job. And I'm using a verbal marker. Good. Which I like to use with my puppies because I have treats in both my hands. And good. I don't want to click near his ear. Now, did you see how he opened his mouth while he was following the treat? I had been trying to avoid that. If you go back and watch the video about how I started the first luring session. So he's a little hungry and a little excited now, and I lured him too quickly. So what I'm going to do is hold the treat higher up. Good. And then not move it as fast. Good. And put it down on the ground before he's gone more distance. Another thing you can do if your dog is super excited and trying to bite your hand or opens their mouth to lick for the treats is do this Hansel and Gretel trail first. So they're getting used to following where the treat is coming from without jumping, licking, and biting for it. So another way of training luring. You can see he's really calm eating those treats. So now I'm going to try from higher up again. And I'm just going to give that to him because I wasn't fast enough getting my hand into the right place. Ready? Here we go. Good. Good. Putting the treat down on the ground also gives you time to do the next step. So he's still a little bit excited by the luring. You can see he kind of darts forward, and I'll keep working on it. But this is his maybe his 5th session with luring, so he's doing really good in my opinion. But that's something that you want to keep your eyes out for, is that the dog isn't looking frustrated, because all that frustration can get trapped in the concept of doing training sessions with you. Good. Okay, that was very good. Now I'm going to lure him around me by just dropping treats. And then I'm going to try to lure him from my left hand to my right hand. Good. Like that. And if you have a bad back, you can do this sitting down or around a cone, which I showed previously me doing in my luring video with him. Good job. You can also use a target stick with little short dogs or puppies if you're in a chair or you can't bend over. And that is really awesome, but I'm not going to work on that right now. The next thing I wanted to work on is teaching him to like the sound of the Dremel. So because he's a little bit more active now, that it's the perfect opportunity to work on that. So before this training session, he was kind of sleepy and not very overexcited. He wasn't playing with toys. He was just relaxing around the house. And that's why I chose to do the stay type behavior. And now that he's a little bit more frisky, I'm going to work on a recall to the Dremel. So he's never heard the Dremel before, but he's not scared of noises out and about. So I'm going to be maybe this distance from him when he hears the noise for the first time, and I'm going to have it on for a very short amount of time. Hi, Pee-Pee. Okay. So if you have a puppy that you think is worried about noises, check out the video that I linked in the description on how to condition the Dremel and the grooming tools. Good job. So I have it on low and I'm just turning it on. Good boy. And moving away from him as I make happy noises. Yay, good job. So he's getting used to that noise. Woohoo. Good boy. Oh, you missed your treat over there. You missed your treat. Good job. Awesome. There's one right here too. Are you ready? Yay, good boy. Hee. Good boy. Pupsy poo. Hee hee. Good job. Good boy. And now I'm just leaving it on and running away from him. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good job. There we go. That was awesome. That was awesome. If I wasn't filming this training session, I most likely would have just worked on the settle on the mat with distractions as a lesson in itself, perhaps some handling as well, but I would have broken it up into small little sessions where I just work on the Dremel when he was a little bit interested in food, keep that short and fun, the same with like training a recall, but I thought I would add it all into this video just for convenience for me. And also because he's working for treats and he got a little bit excited by them. So I'm just going to toss this one away because he's super close to me. It's hard to see him there. So I'm just going to get him to sit and I'm reaching under his chin while I give him a treat like that. Because if I try to reach under his chin, he thinks I'm giving him a treat. So I'm just going to do that like that. Good job. And this is the beginning of teaching a chin rest. So I'll also link that video in the description below. Good boy. Awesome. So I'm reaching over his head and feeding. And at the moment, I'm not doing very much petting without feeding at the same time because he is pretty mouthy. So in this training, I'm just getting him used to all the stuff that I do where he doesn't immediately go and check out what my hand is doing. So I'm going to touch his feet and feed the treat at the same time. So I'm basically reinforcing him for the absence of doing anything when I touch him. Good job. You want to make sure that your puppy is, of course, not backing away or looking worried about what you're doing. Good job. So one way you can test that is to throw the treat away and see if they want to come back to do more. Hee hee. Yeah, you do. Whoops, I dropped it. Where'd it go? Okay, well, that's the end of that session. You did very well. Yes, you did. Now, after a training session like this is the perfect time to go out, have your puppy go out to the bathroom and also get some water, especially if they had something dry like kibble. Are you ready to go out? Let's go out. Actually, I could bring you with me. Whoop. Go pee. So I'm going to say go pee if he's just about to pee. Good job. And then you can either use verbal praise, good boy, or give a treat afterwards. Yeah, you did good. Want that? Let's go back in. Whoop. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support my work, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also become a supporting member of channel Kikopup by clicking the join button. See you later.